So, as you may or may not know, every Halloween show that we do on October 31st, we have a tradition of talking about the most recent Treehouse of Horror from The Simpsons. But that's usually just the most current, and we never really talk about all the other ones that preceded it. Well, this year I'm going to change that by talking about some stories from other Treehouse of Horrors, and these are going to be my favorites from each of those. But unfortunately, there's like 28. It's a lot of videos. That can take almost a whole month. But instead, I'm just going to focus on my favorite stories from the first 5 this month. So you'll get maybe 3 and maybe 4 videos this month talking about my favorites from those episodes. Today we're going to be talking about the 5th one, and my favorite episode from that one is The Shinning. A parody, of course, The Shining, where the Homer and his family go be they're basically watching the house of a creepy old manor for Mr. Burns. And, of course, as you know, if you watch some of The Shining, Homer goes insane and tries to kill his family. Now, of course, with this one, though, it's definitely a lot more... They have a lot more jokes in this one. And I think one of my favorite jokes is when, at the beginning hooked me. And that's, I think, why the story is so high on my favorites of the opening. Now, of course, as they're driving up to their, the manor... They said, "Did you leave the porch light on or the door or something that they forgot to do?" And he's, "Fine, do." And it happens for I think 3 days. They have to keep going back and forth. And at the final time, "We left Grandpa." Just keeps driving. He just keeps driving. Another funny thing is, of course, Willie in this story. He's the groundskeeper for the manor, and he, of course, gets killed. Of course, Willie gets killed. That happened a few times in the Treehouse of Horrors, I guess. But this time he gets an axe in his back. But what's interesting about that is if you watch the rest of them, that's going to be a running gag in the entire episode. So if you watch all of them, he'll become more funny and sad in the same way. Now, of course, the reason Homer goes insane is because Mr. Burns took all the beer and turned off the cable. And the TV is now out. But, Homer, he needs the TV. He needs that beer to live. And it slowly drives him nuts. And the only way they stopped him was by giving him a TV box. And he urged Lord. I just love this episode. Another funny thing is when he kind of does a little thing on the no beer and TV, make Homer something go crazy. And he just goes all loopy and then he looks at himself and he just passes out. He just loses it. Overall, this is still one of my favorite Treehouse of Horrors to this very day. There's, of course, a lot more to talk about, and we'll talk about them over the next couple of weeks. That's it for tonight. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys for more Treehouse of Horror videos over the next couple of weeks. And what is your favorite story from the Treehouse of Horror? Let me know in the comments below, and if you like this video, you can click the button that looks like that, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.